Hey yo.
One way. Yeah, yeah. Terry. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, basically this is a story of guy. Hey guys from Joburg, but a shame. Oh, yo. So this guy, I won't say the exact date, and I'm gonna give my characters names, made up names, not their real names. So guy, I'll call him James. So yeah, he came at a time where his type was not my type, or the way he looked was not my type at that time. But he was consistent. He bought 3 months straight, I think. No, not even 3 months. 5 months straight he's been calling, but not consistently. But he'll call and check. He'll arrange a meetup, but then I'll talk to him anyhow, and then we end up not meeting. And then after the 3 months of healing from my previous relationship, I was like, okay, as in, let me just meet up with James and see. Yeah? So we met up. I remember it was a Wednesday. I was busy doing some things. Yeah? And it happened that we were in the same location, but not actually in the same location, but along the same location. And it was like, you know what, when you're done, I can pick you up because we stay in close proximity. So he was gonna pick me up and then go drop me where I stay, and then he goes where he stays. I was like, okay, sharp. I met him. He was coming from work, so it was nothing. But that's when I realized it was okay. This guy is actually cool. I came mana. Until I get to lashla bawo. Even namhlanje I still wonder, like, why? Like, you always read these quotes at him. You meet someone for a reason. But when I think of James, I'm like, why did I meet James? Like, what was the purpose of meeting? He was just a waste of air. Anyways, we spoke, okay. We met, okay, it was a Wednesday. That was the first time we met face to face, chill, like, okay, fine, sharp. And then on Thursday, it happened, okay. I went somewhere, and then it was like, okay, now it's also around that area, and then we saw each other. Okay, Ngavele, it was easy for us to see each other because we stay close to each other. Literally, like from where I stay and where he stays, it's like literally it's less than 5 minute drive. So in Jayokli, it was like it was there. And now I was like, okay, James, I see you. Like he invites me for a braai on Friday. He tells me that his cousin from Joburg just came over to see Durban. So we're just gonna have a braai, 3 of us, because he did invite some of his friends, but they were out of town. So it's just gonna be 3 of us. I'm like, okay, sharp, fine. I get them. I want to visit the cousin is chilled now, but they chilled. It was my first time seeing him out of uniform, and I'm like, okay, James, I see you. Okay. Could be my type. Could. Possibilities. Chances are. Okay, we chill. Fine. We start drinking. Vibes, babes, vibes. And then Nami who came plus it's okay. The guy is I don't even know why I'm smiling, because I'm mad. Like, I don't want that nigga anymore in my life. But yeah. The plan was it was gonna take me back home on that Friday, but we slept late because we were we wake up Saturday, we tired, now I'm tired. And he's like, Vele, you stay close, so can we at least do something in the evening? I'm like, okay, I can go home and then come back. What? He's like, no, you don't need to do that. We can just like go get your stuff. What? Okay, sharp. And then we decide that we're going out now. Yeah, we have a nice time. A lot happened that night. That Saturday changed my life. It changed my life. And I think it deserves its own story time. But drama galore. It revealed a lot of things. Because I was just living in my own world, thinking, oh, life is just so perfect. But at that time, I was having fun. And a friend of mine wanted to come through, so I was like, okay, bruh, come through. Like, very, it's just vibes. And one day, the night went well. We got back to his place, I think around 11ish. Slept, woke up in the morning. I had a client, but I woke up very sick, and it was like, okay, you know what? I'll take you home. Don't go to your clients. Just postpone, do something, or like send someone else. I'm like, okay, Vele. Me and the client, the client was having her own issues in terms of getting to me to do her makeup. So I was like, okay, Sharp, I can cancel. And then he's like, but before you leave, can I prepare a dish for you? So romantic. Yo, I was like, I instantly fell in love. I'm like, okay, a guy that can provide, can feed me. Like, he seemed like he's well put together. And I mean, I'm at a stage where I want something that is stable. I want someone that yes, we can go out, but I just want someone that we can build with, someone. I want to see a husband in the person that I'm dating. And at that moment, I was like, okay, I can live with this person because I'm also a hardworking woman. So I want someone that we can, but I'm not saying 50-50, but sometimes help me out here and there, and I'll help you out here and there. So, okay, this is cute, this is romantic. So he prepares the meal with the cousin. The cousin is still there. Okay, it literally took 6 hours. And then they were done with the food. They were like, okay, you can go and dish. Ne? I stand up. Because we were all lovey-dovey, all kissy and everything. And I'm like, okay, let me just go dish up everything, and then I'm going to come back. As I dish out the first plates, I hear a knock. I open the door. There's a girl standing outside. Very disappointed. Like, she looked very disappointed. Like, she was destroyed. It's like she was told, okay, there's a girl who came over to the guy's place, to James' place, but she just wanted to believe by seeing it. I opened the door. I'm like, okay, how are you, sister? I come inside. I'm like, I'm trying to be nice. And then I see the guys there, the cousin and him. You can tell instantly, okay, shit just hit the fan.
I so simple.
He comes towards the door where the girl was standing. The girl starts hitting him. Bah, hi boo. And I was so shocked. I was like, what the is happening? Because I've asked the guy like several times, are you dating? Are you in a relationship? What? Like, I wanted a week that we spent before me coming over to his place. It was just like us getting to know each other, telling each other about our lives and everything like that. And then I thought it was okay. This is actually a genuine person. I can't do matches. Wait. Yeah, and I stand there like in shock. I still have the spoon there, and I was very hungry. I stand there. Because I don't understand the language that well. There's Sutu speakers and I'm like, hey, bo. I'm still shocked. I'm processing everything that's happened. It's like a movie. It's like I stood there. The cousin now is going crazy because he starts smoking non-stop. And then stupid me, I try to resolve the situation. I'm like, guys, calm down. Why over? And then now I'm thinking, why the fuck did I do that? Because I was supposed to be, but I was so calm. I was like, guys, just talk about whatever. And then I'm like, what's going on? They're not talking. Boo. I'm like, hey, bana. The guy is not hitting the girl. He's just holding her so that she stops hitting him. but the girl is too angry. It's bamba masiyangena. Inside, I'm like, yeah, he deserves it. But I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. Because now it's like I'm the... And then I try to get the story in the middle of the fight. No, the girl is actually the guy's girlfriend. And they've been dating for some months now. I'm like, how? Akiri, Utena, you're not dating. But I didn't ask that at that time. And then the guy and the girl, they fight, they go outside, they go, there's a rooftop or whatever, they go there. The guy left me inside the house. That was so awkward. He left me there. And then I'm like, yo, what's happening here? And then I asked the cousin, what's happening? The cousin doesn't want to tell me anything. He's just busy like saying, yo. And ngavele ngahlala phansi mntaka ma, angithi vele ngase ngiphakile ukudla. Ngadla. Ngathi nje kuthiwa kungenzakalani? Phaka ukudla udle. I sat down mntaka ma, ngaphaka ukudla. Vele kose kuphakiwe ngakuthatha ukudla. Ngadla ngathi fruit wabanjani, ngadla fruit lami, ngadonsa ijuice, ngarelaxa, yazi ngavele ngegehlisa igazi, ngasuka lapho ngangena kwilentuza ku-YouTube yakhe. I typed Lil TJ, I listened to my jam. I was like, I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers ruin my night. As I waited, because now I'm like, okay, fine, this girl came all the way from Joburg. Because I don't know who told her I was there. Fine. Chances are, not even chances are, I have to leave because I stay closer. As a human being, I'm thinking, even if they're not longer in good terms, but I have to leave because she can't sleep in the streets. And then I walk, I go to the rooftop, they're talking, there's a couple, they're calming each other down. And I'm thinking, I'm here now being a side girl to a guy that's not even guys, not even my actual type. I'm like, yo, what is happening, Lana? Oh, sharp. I tell them, okay, I'm not here to fight. Like, I'm not even close to being a fighter. Can the guy just take me home? If he doesn't want to take me home, give me money to request, because there was no effing way I was going to use my own money to go back home. And now I'm also pissed because this guy, like, the same way he lied to her, he lied to me. Yeah, bon? And then they come back. I don't know what happened. The fight continued. And then the girl and the guy, they go towards the bedroom. And then she sees my lashes. She lost it. And my makeup bag was embedded. She takes my stuff. She throws them on the floor. That's when I lost it. I lost it. Like, I'm a very calm. Oh, I think I'm calm. I lost it. I went there. I'm shalala, girl. I was like, I'm gonna freaking kill you. Don't touch my stuff. I'm like, I didn't know that your man, like, that he's dating someone. He didn't tell me about you. The same way he approached you, he approached me, but I was not talking at that time. I was like, hey, when I don't try like I'm I was so mad. When you're so angry, we are favor. We are even okay. I pack my stuff. I'm like, let's leave. I tell the guy now. I'm like, as a matter of fact, me and the girl are supposed to be hitting you, James. But I'm not that type of. I am a classy motherfucker. I'm not gonna fight for a nigga. And then I'm like, okay, take me home. And then the girl is like, she wants to also come along, like, emotweni. Now I'm thinking, yo, this psycho motherfucker. Chances are, because she was suicidal at some point, she wanted to jump off the building. She was like, hey, how can you do this to me? Wada wada. And I'm like, bitch, niggas ain't shit, number one. I'm thinking, I was not saying it out loud. Okay. She's like, no, there's no way she's gonna let James take me home. She also wants to come. I'm like, Haba. I'm like, okay, sharp, fine. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, this is like I've dropped the mic. It's game over. Peace. I'm like, fine, we can all go. And then now James doesn't want to take me home with the girl. Like, he wants to take me home, but he's telling the girl, let me give the girl a name, Natasha. James is telling Natasha, there's no way I'm gonna take her home with you in the car, because, yeah, boy. I get sharp. Finally, the cousin, I'm gonna name him Allah. Finally, Allah comes into play. He's like, no, Natasha, like, stay here. Let him take Pinky home. And then y'all deal with the situation afterwards. Aibo. And then in the car, oh, Jamesy, Aibo is busy lying like, I don't like her, like, I don't want her. I'm sorry about like those basic lies. He's like, he's been trying to break up with her, or like he's been distancing himself from her. His only mistake was not telling her like face to face or straight up, no bruh, I don't want the relationship anymore. I sleep. I wake up the following day, shit hasn't sink in. I feel like I react very late. Like very late. Like you could slap me now, okay, I might cry. But the anger would come through maybe in the afternoon, or maybe will come the following day. And then I wake up, and then around 11ish, I'm like, hi boo. Why boo? What happened? And then this thing starts coming back, ne? The movie starts playing. I'm like, hi boo. Yazi umuntu uma 5 rand. Like lapha ngisasenje ngo5 rand. Yazi 5 rand hlweza futhi sheleni. I'm like, yazi umuntu edlala abantu bo. Ne? And I'm thinking, is this my life? Like, I was recovering from the relationship that I was in. I took my 3 months to like rest. And then shower within, it was not even a week. Same weekend where now we're starting to like get into the relationship, me and the guy. Boom. I'm like, he moving really. And then I call the guy because he's been calling. I'm like, we need to talk, ne? He comes through, he's like, okay, he didn't go to work, he went to the doctor, because he had like marks. I do not promote violence. Don't promote violence. Bad about bad. Guys. Woo! But when I think about it, I still get angry. Fine. He comes through with the cousin. And I'm like, why are you with your cousin? Why did you come here with the cousin? Because I want to talk to you. He's like, I'm scared. I don't know what you're going to do. Whatever. I'm like, bro, I'm just such a non-violent person. So there's no need for this drama hammer. Alright, boom. We talk. He's very good with sweet talking. He's a smooth talker. Now I start feeling okay. No, maybe like we started off in a bad note or whatever. And as we talk, the cousin is like, now I'm hungry, let's go. I'm like, okay, cousin, because what I call this guy for is not important. Fine, Allah, y'all can go. They go. Then the guy calls every now and then. We went back to him calling every now and then. I still haven't forgotten because it's still new. It's a Monday. This thing happened on a Sunday. And I'm trying to be like, okay, maybe things just happened in the wrong time or whatever. Friday, I go out, and then he keeps calling me. And who you know when you're at a groove, you can't be like, hi baby, all the time. Like, hey, hi, Unjan, sure. And then he's like, nah, I don't like the way you're talking. I feel like something is going on. And I'm like, okay, but since I know I'm not doing shit, come through. Come and see who I'm chilling with. Né? Eventually I told the people that I was chilling with, and then later he comes through. He comes with his friends and cousin and then he's like, no, let us go somewhere. We went out. Okay, fine. We came back 4 a.m. in the morning. We were tired. Wake up Saturday. The friends that we were with, his friends, were like, they're gonna host the braai on that Saturday. And then I wake up, I'm not feeling well. Like it feels like a deja vu. The same feeling I had the previous Saturday when the psycho girlfriend came through. That feeling came back again. But I'm like, maybe it's just me and my thoughts. I start feeling bad. Like I feel like when you feel like you wanna cry, but there's nothing happening. So you're like, what's happening? So I call one of my friends. She's crazy. Shout out to her. We talk about life and about because we haven't seen each other for a while. And then I forget. Oh, it's okay. I had that feeling. We go to the bedroom because we hadn't slept properly. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna rest kancane. And he's like, okay, let me go and smoke outside. He usually smokes, no, they all smoke with balcony, ne? So at his bedroom you can see the balcony. But then I look out at the back, like something just tells me, like, just check the balcony. I see what's okay, his cousin is only there and he's not there. And then like I chill on my phone because there's Wi-Fi there. I learn chilling phone and I'm watching funny videos. But now something is like, no man, nice. Something how I wish this was an alcoholic beverage. But I can't because I'm here. Anyways, child. I go to the, like, his place is an open plan. So you can see, by just going to the kitchen, you can see the entire place. I can see, okay, he's not there. And then something tells me, open the main door. Ne? I open the main door, like, very softly. And then he's on a call. But the girl is on loudspeaker. They're talking, and then as I walk out, he switches the phone off. He hangs up the call, and then I ask him, "Hello, what's going on?" He's like, "No, it's the psycho girlfriend. She doesn't want to let go of the relationship. She's been begging him to, for them to fix things." And I'm like, how? Why didn't you block her the day she left here? Because we're in Durban. She lives in Joburg. Why didn't you block her? She's like, yeah, that's the mistake that I made. I should have blocked her same time. But I just felt bad. I didn't want to end things that bad. About Jay, he made up Jay. I'm like, okay, sharp, fine. If you're saying, oh, she's the problem, she's the one who's following you, show me your conversations. And I was like this. Show me your conversations. Tiana, she's the one who's bothering you when you're like, no. Show me your conversation. I'm only going to check your conversations from last week, the weekend when she arrived here, until now. He was like, no, let me prove to you that this girl, I don't want her. I'm gonna call her and then I'm gonna break up with her. I'm like, what do you mean break up with her? Because I thought she was broken up. Like, no, we have, but I'm just gonna do it in front of you so that you can, like, I'm like, okay, sharp. He called her, but now she's heard my voice, because when I came out, I was like, what's happening? And then he dropped the call. So now she already knows that there's a girl there. So she keeps calling. The guy blocks her. She calls from a private number. A movie all over again. I'm like, hey, bo, ngiphila uphaya mina. And I'm not even saying that in a nice way. Uphaya ovithi guy, that's serious. And then he's like, okay, fine. I'm gonna send her a message and then break up with her, since she doesn't want to answer the phone. He texts, he types, I'm dating Kupinki Manje, like, like I told you on Monday, I don't think this is gonna work out. You and I, and then he sends it, and then I'm like, okay, at least he's proving to me, I know, guys, is slim. Love can make you blind, guys. Tando can make you blind. Cause what the fuck was that? Like, anyways, the girl keeps calling. Now she's calling from a private number. And then as we're dealing with that, a video call comes through. And then, because his phone is in my hand, and then I answer the video call. It's another girl, ne? Different girl. Jay. I'd never heard of her. And I don't show my face. I just like, because I didn't think at that time there was anything. And then he's like, no, can I call you later? And the girl was like, okay, no problem. And then something is like, no, man, something is hitting the water. Ask for the guy's password. And then I'm like, no, fine, I know you've broken up with Natasha or whatever, but I want to see your conversations. I finally is like, okay, I'll give you my phone, but please don't leave me. He begs me, he begs me. And then I'm like, all right, I won't leave you, but just open the phone. Every phone, I go through this conversation with Natasha. They were back in the I love you situation. I'm like, happy. And then I'm like, okay, fine, I see the conversation. Something tells me, no, look at the other conversations. There's 7 more girlfriends telling them I love you, I miss you, I want to see you when you come here. Aibo. That's when I realized ukuthi guys impilo uphaya ovuthukayo futhi mvithi. Yes, at that point I was like, I was not even shocked. I don't know what to call it. I still can't find the words of the feeling I got at that time. I was like, 7. Like, like is just a game, but I was like, this one, number 1, and is not even fighting with anyone to get this position. Like, he was there alone in the game. 7. And then I'm like, when? I mean, I'm busy trying to deal with this situation with Natasha. God, there's 7 more. Okay, 6. I was a 7. Men will disgrace you. Men will disappoint you. Men will show you flames. Men, yes, ngivele ngancinzelwa amakhwapha, ngezwa amakhwapha encinza. Ngavele ngayogeza. I went and took a shower. I literally became a smungul. I couldn't speak. I wanted to. There was a lot of things that I wanted to say at that time. But I'm like, hey, bro, how is this even one person, 7? How the equation doesn't even balance? Like, balance me. How is it even possible? I couldn't say shit, bruh. Like, I just left. That was it. And then I got home, and then I realized, oh shit, I left my jewelry. And then I texted him, because I was very calm when I left. I didn't do nothing dramatic. I said to him, like, okay, I left my jewelry there. Like, my jewelry, like, it's worth more than 10K. And what made it more expensive was the ring that I got from my previous lover. And he's like, no, I'm gonna keep them for you. And then I wake up Sunday morning. I get a voice note from his number, because already I've deleted his number and followed him. I'm just like, this is it. And it's Natasha. I don't know if she flew or she walked or she flied or whatever. Natasha again came through to his place. I'm like, yo, this girl, number 1, this guy, I feel like she just needs a life, number 1, because this guy now knows Ubuti, whatever he does, she'll stick around. Number one, sure, she's fucked for life. Maybe now she has a certain benefits that she's getting from him. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to let him go. Maybe she feels like she's won by dating him. I'm like, we know finer things. We know finer things, but it's fine. And then she's like, Rita Myra. Oh, right. I'm like, Rita Myra, and I sent her a voice note via the guy's number. I'm like, baby girl, love yourself, number one. Respect yourself, number two. This is the second weekend you are in Durban just because of your fucking lousy boyfriend. Ne? Number two, your boyfriend has 4 other girlfriends. No, 6 other girlfriends. 5 or 6. Yeah, other girlfriends. Ne? And I did tell you this via the text. Ne? When he texted you that he's breaking up with you, and then I quickly just sent the text that, but there's also 5 more. Ne? But still you are here, which means you are a pathetic ass motherfucker. But it's fine, I don't even want to be involved. I mean, I'm out of the question. I'm out, so relax about me. Deal with him and the other people now. I'm no longer in question. Fine. And then the guy texts me, he's like, Natasha threw your jewelry away. Yo! I didn't feel my heart. It literally came out, put on shoes and left. I lost it. I do not want to lie. I lost it. I mean, I'm always chilled, but I lost it. I was like, what? They're gonna pay. Both of them. My plan at that time was they're going to pay, dark or blue, red or white. They were gonna pay. There was no way I was gonna lose jewelry that's worth more than 10K just because of a lousy nigga. There was no effing way. Not on my watch. Not while I'm still breathing oxygen. There was no way. I contacted my people. I told them about the situation, what's happening. They were like, no, relax. What we need is for them to pay. Finish. That's all we need from the guy. For that whole Sunday, I couldn't think properly. Whenever I'm sitting, I'm thinking, I've lost all my jewelry just because of a nigga that wasted 10 days of my life. Now I'm losing jewelry that's worth more than 10K. I'm like, no, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I sent them voice notes because I think the girl was still there with him. I'm like, you're gonna pay. Nizokhokha. Kubovu umnyama. Hayla. Angela. And then the guy made a negotiation. He was like, no, I'm gonna pay the jewelry, wara. Even him telling me that, guys, after realizing what's okay, my life has just took not even a left, a serious curve. I sank into depression. Same time. Started reminiscing my life. I'm like, hey, boo, what's happening? And then I was suicidal. I was like, maybe if I can just end it all. And then I was like, no, man, I'm not gonna take my life. There's no way. Like, this is just a hiccup. Yeah? As long as the guy pays back my money, pays back my stuff, we shall all live happily ever after. But yo, my experience with men, and to be honest, I'm traumatized now. I'm honestly traumatized. Like, I'm trying to think of what it, because the relationship that I was in, the 1-year relationship, it traumatized me, ne? But this one traumatized me even more. Oh, trust. And I'm trusting a frog. Yeah, guys, that's the end of my story time. Lesson learned. We live, we learn from stuff. Anyways, thank you for thank you for listening to throughout story time Sami. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Guys, yeah. Thinking about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell their friends to come subscribe to my channel. Let us grow. Until next time.